Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are not going to be doing a gameplay video actually. This is more of a just like a talking video where I kind of like talk to the community a little bit. And today's topic, I'm going to be discussing my skill level in Project Kaiju. I did a poll recently on my channel because I was just curious to see like what you guys would think. And from what I've understood, there are 2 or 3 types of people. So the first is, are the people that just think like I'm really good at the game, like 5 out of 5, you know, like they think I'm absolutely amazing, which I don't necessarily agree with. But, you know, I guess those people like, they might not be like as skilled, so they just be as like pretty skilled. The next group of people would be the people that think I'm pretty good but not as good as them, which is usually people that would rate me at 4 out of 5. So yeah, there are some of those people as well. And the third group of people are people who think that they're way better than me, and there's no way to really confirm this because I don't do like requested 1v1s, but yeah, I'm going to be discussing basically my skill level in this video, and I'm going to be putting some gameplay in the background. So yeah, if you guys enjoy, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little disclaimer before this video begins. These were 1v1s, like I got 40 or 50 minutes of content from this one guy, so shout out to whoever this person was. I don't actually remember their name, but you will probably see it in the video. They were a really good sport, and they were like a pretty skilled player, so it was very fun to see, you know, like how I actually compared myself to a half decent player, because I know most of the time in my videos I am, you know, not put up against the most skilled players. I am aware of this, I'm just letting you know. I don't know how I get put into these like certain servers, but it happens. There's not much I can do about it. And yeah, because I usually don't, you know, try to get into like a certain server with like very skilled people. I usually just go into the first server that I find and then play with people that are there, because I feel like I'm not gonna like, you know, be very nitty gritty about what sort of servers I get into. So yeah, I'm just saying that this person was a pretty skilled person, so that's why I'm not like destroying them like I would normally. This is like it was pretty even in my opinion, so yeah, just a little disclaimer. Okay, so as I said at the start of the video, this video is going to be mainly describing, or yeah, like my skill level. So if I had to rate myself, it would probably be like a 4 out of 5. I think that would be the most fair like rating for me, because like I know that I'm not necessarily like the best at this game, and I understand that. Like I have had people tell me that they don't think I'm, you know, a professional at this game, but I just want to remind everyone of the definition of professional. Like most people, whenever you think, oh, that person's a pro, like most people think to, oh, they're really good. But the actual textbook definition of professional is belonging to a profession, and a profession is simply making income off of what you do. So I do consider myself a professional at Project Kaiju, because it is extremely accurate for me to say that. And I just wanted to put that out there because I feel like it's important to know. Okay, so now I want to discuss the people who think I am a 5 out of 5 on that community post that I did. I do understand where you're coming from saying that I'm a 5 out of 5, because to the average player, I do seem pretty good, and I understand that, but as I said before, most of the time, it's just me getting into like pretty easy lobbies. and I don't know why that happens. It just kind of does. There's not much I can do about it. So like, I know I'm getting put up against, you know, not the most skilled players, so that's probably why it makes me look better than I actually am. But if you guys do want to see a more accurate actual like my skill level, I would recommend watching some of the streams that I do, because those are live. There's no cuts or anything. I don't cut any of the parts out of my video that I like don't think make me look skilled. Like, I just take the first 2 rounds that I do and then edit them and then upload them. So it's not like I'm trying to hide something. It's just that I don't necessarily spend that much time looking for servers, so that's probably why it looks like I'm more skilled than I actually am. So I just wanted to add on to that last statement a little bit. I know it seems like because like, okay, the thing is, what you have to understand first is I watched a lot of YouTube before I actually started making content of my own. So I did have like a similar like understanding of like the YouTubers always seem to put against the really easy people, and I get to face the really like tryhards, you know. So that I do understand that philosophy, and I don't know why that happens, but I have noticed that happening. Like, it's pretty weird. I don't know why it happens, but it just does. So okay, so the next type of people that I want to address are the people that think I'm a 4 out of 5 because they think they're better than me, and they'll consider themselves like a 5 out of 5. So there's no problem with having self-confidence. I feel like it's really good if you consider yourself a 5 out of 5. But yeah, there's not really too much to say about this. Like, if you think that you're better than me, there's no way to confirm that, because I do not do 1v1s with people. And this is also a pretty good video to cover why I don't like do 1v1s, because what you have to understand is there's a pretty decent audience that watches my videos. So if I do specific 1v1s by request, then everyone will want to 1v1, and then I just can't do that all day. So like, I have other things to do rather than just like 1v1 and play Project Kaiju all day. So yeah, there's not too much to say about people that just like think that they're better than me, because you can't like confirm or deny that. So yeah, I mean, not too much to say, so let's just move on to the next type of people. So these next type of people are the people that think I am usually a lower than a 4 out of 5. So I understand like why these people think that. Usually most of them are actually better than me, and you know, they understand that, and they like are really good at the game. I have some people like this in my Discord server, and I have spoken to them before. And they kind of like, there was a couple of them talking about like my flaws and stuff on the Discord. So this is the main reason why I wanted to make this video discussing these topics, mostly the topics that they brought up in the conversation. I've covered most of them already. Yeah, one of the things that they said is that I don't practice that much, which, I mean, it is pretty accurate. Like, I don't really practice Project Kaiju that much anymore. I did practice a lot, you know, back a couple months ago whenever I had more time, but now most of the time it's usually I only go on to play a couple rounds and then maybe record a video. So yeah, I don't practice all the combos. That's why at the start of a video it looks like I'm just picking up the Kaiju after a couple weeks of not using it at all. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Another thing that was brought up was back a couple months ago when Project Kaiju had the old 1v1 mode, there was an XP system, and I think it's important to discuss that system because it does, you know, have a pretty accurate like representation of what skill level you're at. So a lot of people had like in the 100,000s, and I don't even know how they got there, because I'm pretty sure I only had about 10,000. My highest was probably like 15,000 before the reset, and I thought that was pretty good because there was like a bar on the screen, and usually like 10,000 filled up the bar fully. So I thought it was pretty good, and I don't know how people got like 100,000 or 200,000. It's pretty insane. But I kind of hope that they add something like that to this 1v1 mode, because it was kind of fun to be put up against like, you know, more players around like your skill level rather than just facing people that aren't, you know, as good. So another thing that was mentioned was how some people think that I don't really listen to the tips that are posted in my comments. And I've said this before, I do read all the comments and I try to get back to most of them that ask questions. The thing about tips is I do appreciate all the tips you guys have to give me. And so like I do listen, like if I ask for like combos in the video, I do look and then try to use the combos that you guys suggest. So like I do read the comments and I do try to listen to the tips, but most of the time it is just habit that really kind of like slows me down. So there's not, you know, like I've developed some of these habits while playing Project Kaiju, and they're really hard to shake sometimes. Like I know most of the time whenever I'm going in for a combo, I'll usually run up and shield, which against an actual competent player, that doesn't necessarily work because they usually wait to attack. Wow, and you know, like players that I usually go up against just, you know, just try to left click through the shield and then I get an easy combo on them. But you know, fighting more competent players, they use a grab or they use one of the shield break attacks, and it's pretty different. So yeah, I do listen to tips. I'm just letting you guys know. I may not always apply them because of habits, but I do take a look at every one of your comments. So just wanted to say that. So yeah, speaking of tips, if you guys do have any tips, let me know in the comments. I will try and apply them to the kaijus that I use now. So just wanted to say that because I do want to like use your tips. It's just sometimes not as easy because of the habits that I've built. So that's really all I wanted to say in the video, but if you guys do think that I need to like cover a bit more topics, then you know, just let me know in the comments. And if you guys do have any more questions, I'll try and get back to them if I see them. So yeah, that's all I really have to say for this video. And I think I do need to listen to the community a little bit more. I do need to, you know, try and get better at Project Kaiju, because a lot of, you know, my skill does come from playing against not the most competent players, but I do fare, you know, pretty average against skilled players as well. So that's really my thoughts on this whole, you know, situation. But let me know what you guys think. And yeah. So for the rest of the video, I'm just gonna let this gameplay run because it's just a mecha versus mecha 1v1, and if you guys do want to see it, I'll leave it up to you. But that is the end of the commentary for the video, so if you want, you could just click off the video now because I'm not going to say anything else for this video. As always, if you guys did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and see ya.